G'day cocktail lovers, I hope you've been keeping well. Hope you're ready for another cocktail. Now, April 19th is when this video is going live. Now, that date means a couple of things. It's my birthday, it's Tim Curry's birthday, and it is apparently Amaretto Day. It's weird how most drinks and cocktails have their own day in the world. So I thought, okay, why not? One of the more popular drinks going around at the moment is the Amaretto Sour. And I am particularly fond of the Jeffrey Morganthaler variation. An old school Amaretto Sour is just Amaretto, lemon, sugar syrup and egg white. But the Morganthaler recipe adds some whiskey to give it a bit of oomph. And I'm going to do something that ties in with Milk Punch Mondays, because I don't actually have any amaretto on hand, but what I do have is an amaretto cream liqueur. Disaronno is one of the better known brands of amaretto, although there are lots of different people make amarettos around the world. This one I picked up recently, a cream liqueur version of Disaronno amaretto. And here's a little tip. When you're doing a milk clarification or a clarified cocktail, a clarified drink, most common thing is dairy milk, but all you need is something that has fat content, and most cream liqueurs will work. They will react a bit differently to dairy milk, but most of them will curdle, which will provide you with the base you need to clarify a cocktail. So I am going to do an adapted Morganthaler Amaretto Sour recipe to come up with a clarified Amaretto Sour for Milk Punch Monday that's also Amaretto Day. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 ounces of the Disaronno cream liqueur into 1 container. The rest of the ingredients are initially going to go into a different container so I can mix them. First up, the whiskey element. For fun, I'm going to use an Australian whiskey. This is from 23rd Street Distillery. They call this their hybrid whiskey. This is a cute little sample bottle I got because it's on special so I could trial it. They call this their hybrid whiskey, and what they've actually done is procure some Scotch whiskies and some American bourbons, and they've done a blend. So it's a hybrid of Scotch and bourbon, and it's really quite nice. But you can use the whiskey of your choice here. We're going with 1 ounce or 30 mils of whiskey. Because the cream liqueur version of Disaronno doesn't have as strong a nut flavor as the standard amaretto that they make, I'm going to up the nutty flavor. And as I said, I don't have any amaretto, but I have something quite close, the macadamia liqueur from Brookies, the Byron Bay Distillery. This is just fantastic. This is one of the things I just have to make sure I have in my bar. I love this drink so much, but I'm going to add, to make sure we've got the nutty quotient, I'm going to add 1 ounce or 30 mils of the macadamia liqueur. We need acid content in the drink to get the curdling happen, which makes the clarification. But of course, with a sour, citrus juice is a standard component. So I've got some lemon juice I squeezed a little earlier, and I'm going to add 3/4 of an ounce or about 22.5 mils of lemon juice. Now I need to add the cocktail component to the milky component, and we pour it in, and it's important you add the drink to the milky component, not the other way around. Give it a little stir, and then we let it stand, and then we're going to strain it and see what comes out the other end. And here we have the final product, the Clarified Amaretto Sour. I didn't add egg white to it because if you really wanted a foam, the interesting thing when you do the clarification, it separates into curds and whey, and if you shake it, it will get foamy. But I just wanted to show off my clarified cocktail with my sexy clear ice. Incidentally, if you haven't seen, I did post a video on how to make clear ice with almost no cost and no hassle. You should check out my channel if you haven't already seen that one. That has so far been very popular. Everyone wants clear sexy ice. Everyone likes clarified drinks because they're clear and sexy. You combine a clarified cocktail and clear ice, pure sex. But I haven't tasted it yet. I'm just going solely on the looks. I'm ogling it solely on the looks. It's great. But what does it taste like? Oh, it's got like this, the silkiness from the whey that's added. It's great. I've been making milk clarified cocktails for a year or two, and I'm still obsessed with them. It does whole new things to the flavor. So this has some of the amaretto flavor from the amaretto cream liqueur. It's got the macadamia flavor. It's got the whiskey flavors. Oh, absolutely. Like, seriously, if you want to impress people, make yourself some clear ice, make yourself a clarified cocktail, and people are going to think you're a magician. I'm very happy with how this turned out. It's a very good tribute for Amaretto Day, and it fits in with Milk Punch Mondays as well. And yeah, if you want to know the details on the milk clarification process, well, first you should subscribe to the channels, because wow, this is the third video. I tend to make a whole week's worth of videos in one night. This is the third one, so my apologies for occasionally messing up, words. But you should subscribe, because I have a lot of instructional videos showing you how to milk clarify a video, and if you stay to the end of this video, you will see a link to my playlist of milk clarified cocktails. And yes, the other thing you should do is subscribe and click the little notification bell so you know when I upload videos, and I will share all manner of treats with you in the future, exploring the almost boundless world of cocktails. Look, I hope things are going well for you wherever you are, and I hope to see you again soon. Look, in the meantime, look after yourself, look after people around you, but until I see you again, I will say cheers.